Shalawama, Shalawama. I'm Dr. Yasapa. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is Astrotheology. This is our ninth. Astrotheology, Star of Bethlehem, Part 3, live stream. All right, this is number 9. We're doing the Star of Bethlehem, Part 3. So this is the last chapter on the Star of Bethlehem. Part 3, last chapter of the Star of Bethlehem. We're coming out of the Devil's Pulpit as always, and this is going to be a live stream presentation that I'm going to particularly enjoy because y'all know I like to show the illustrations, and I have some illustrations to show you that are fun, really, really fun. So while I'm going to give it a few minutes for you guys to come in, and be sure to call somebody. Text as a last resort, not first. Call somebody and tell them that we are doing this live stream presentation. And I'm going to show you in this presentation, I'm going to show you the signs in the sky, the signs in the sky of Christ's birth on December 25th. All right. That's what I'm excited about. So I'm going to show y'all that. All right. It's going to be pretty fun. Most people are not aware of this information, but I'm going to show you the signs in the sky. I'm going to show you the 3 wise men. Okay. The 3 wise men. I'm going to show you that. The star in the east. The stable. And the virgin. So I'm going to show you all of these celestial signs in this live stream. Remember, this is the Star of Bethlehem Part 3. All right, y'all, Star of Bethlehem Part 3. So before we begin, and while I wait, let me say thank you to everyone who has so generously supported the work that we're doing at Zion Law School and supporting my work. I'm Dr. Yasapa from Zion Law School. So thank you for your Cash Apps. Thank you for your PayPal.me/Zion Law School donations, investments, etc. Much, much appreciated. And also a special thank you to those who have supported the streaming 101 Ancient Ibaryath course. Those of you who are supporting in one way or another our Saturday 10 a.m. class, Eastern Standard Time. By the way, just want to say that you can come to 2 classes for free. All right, 2 of those live online Saturday 10 a.m. classes for free. That's where we go into Deuteronomy and other topics too, but the primary focus is Deuteronomy chapter 28, verses 15 through 29 right now. We look at every word, its morphology, or in other words, how it's constructed, right? We look at its at the etymological meanings of each word from multiple sources, okay? So it's a really, we also look at the grammar and grammar rules. So it's a really, really deep dive into the literal meaning of those verses. All right, it's one of the most important studies that you'll ever do. All right, that said, we'll get directly into it. So y'all call some people, let some people know that we are about to start. All right, we are about to begin. I almost forgot to pull the document up. I don't know why I always forget to pull the PDF up. Oh, by the way, make sure you get your PDF. The free link is in the description area of this video, and the links to everything that the online class, etc. That's also in the video. Okay, so let me see. What do I want to show first? I don't know if I want to show the good stuff in the beginning or at the end. All right. Give me 1 second, y'all. So let's give it a minute. I want to show y'all before we get into it. I want y'all to see this. This is Capricorn. That's the constellation Capricorn. That's the goat. All right. That's Capricorn, the goat. All right. In December, or we'll just assume that this is December, since December 25th. Actually, December 24th and December 25th. Okay. That's what we're really interested in. Okay. Astronomically. So have a look at the goat. This is the constellation called Capricorn. Give me 1 second. I'm going to show you what Capricorn looks like without the drawing. All right. I think Capricorn is a constellation that most people are not too familiar with. At least I know I wasn't. So let me show y'all what it looks like without the drawing, so you can have a sense of what this is. Here it is. So there's Capricorn without the illustration. All right. Those are the stars that make up Capricorn. And of course, we're talking about December. Okay. Now let me show you something else. This is an image I'm really, really happy I found. Check this out, y'all. Check this image out. I think this will clarify things for a lot of people on what we're looking at when we talk about the sun traveling through each constellation. So now we get a chance to visualize it, to see what it actually looks like, because it can be confusing, right? So I found this image. Now check this out. Okay, so here's the sun in the middle, and here's the earth. All right, and you see this is the earth's orbit. All right, this is the earth's orbit. Okay, follow the cursor. That's the earth's orbit. So here's the earth, here's the sun. So here's the earth. You look up into the sky, you see the sun, right? Beyond the sun, you see the constellation. Y'all see that? See how it works? See how it works? So as the earth rotates, it appears as though the sun is in a different constellation. So as the earth rotates here, you'll see Libra, right? And as it rotates to here, when it reaches this point, you'll see Scorpion, right? When the sun gets here, that straight line across, you'll see Sagittarius. When the sun is here, you'll see Capricorn. This is winter solstice. Y'all see how that's working? All right. So this is how it actually works. Okay. So this is the, okay. So everybody sees how that works, right? That's why it's looking like the sun is in a different constellation during different months of the year. So when the sun is here, Leo the lion, you know it's July, right? So here, when the sun moves here, you look up into the sky. Okay, now it looks like the sun is in Virgo, right? When the sun is here, where the cursor is, you look up into the sky. Now the sun is in Libra. And now when the sun is here and you look up, now you're seeing the sun in Scorpio, right? When the sun is here, you look, now it's Sagittarius. Okay, Sagittarius, half man, half horse. Now when the sun is here, again, Capricorn, this is December, right? And then the sun is here. Now we're looking up into the sky, we're seeing Aquarius, right? In January. Sun is here, we're looking up into the sky, we see Pisces. And then the sun is here, we look up into the sky, we see Aries, the ram, the lamb, a capital God, right, y'all? Okay, see, that's how it works. Okay, I was really excited to find this illustration so I can be able to show y'all that. All right, that should make things a lot more clear and easy and easy to understand, right? When you look up into the sky, why the constellations are always looking like they change. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into our topic. Again, this is part 3 of the Star of Bethlehem. So we're going to get right into it. So you all should remember that the scripture that we're working with is Matthew chapter 2, verse 2, quote, "Where is he born, King of the Jews?" Where is he born? Well, we know he was born what? In Capricorn, December. Capricorn is also called what? The stable of Bethlehem. The constellation Capricorn is called the constellation or stable of Bethlehem. Christ was born in a stable in Bethlehem. Y'all see the astronomical theological relationship. Okay, the theology, according to the author, is a metaphor of the astronomical natural phenomena. Capricorn is the constellation of the stable of Bethlehem. Capricorn is a goat born in a stable. Right? All right. Okay. Now let's continue. Very, very important to understand and remember these relationships. But remember, remembering comes with what? Having things on your mind. It comes with time. Okay? Not sitting back one day and you just memorize everything. It doesn't work like that. You know, that information will be, here today, gone tomorrow. All right. Now let's continue. All right. Okay, so we covered, I'm trying to get back to where we were. Okay. Oh man, we covered the Black Arts yesterday. All right, so here we are. Y'all will remember, go back and reference page number 38. This just came to my mind. Go back and reference page number 38, the very first paragraph. And here again, you'll see that the first Gospels, the author is telling us that the Gospels originally came from Egypt. All right, it originally came from Egypt. So y'all go read that again for yourself. All right, so now here we are for this presentation. All right, so the author goes in, we're going to begin on page 40. All right, the author is telling us about the Magi. The Magi are priests. The Magi are priests during this time, actually during our time too. They are professors, intellectuals. The Magi are professors, intellectuals. At this time, they were working in universities. The author tells us in his writings here on page 40 that Babylon is the original place where the clergy began. This is the place where the clergy began. Isn't that interesting? Jeremiah chapter 8, verse 8 tells us this. Look at Jeremiah chapter 8, verse 8. What is it telling us? How can you say we are wise and the law of the Most High is with us and we are learned in its language and teachings? What language? Ancient Ibaryath. What teachings? The Most High's instructions, his commandments, his laws. Behold, the truth is that the lying pen of the scribes have made the law into a lie, a mere code of ceremonial observances. All right, so what are ceremonial observances? Ceremonial observances, by definition, is religion. It is religion, okay? It is religion. We've said it a million times that Jeremiah was a young man when the whole Babylonian period began, that is the exile, right? He was a young man, probably in his 20s, all right? So put 2 and 2 together, what are you getting? We understand that Judaism is alleged to have had its beginning during or shortly after Babylonian captivity. during or shortly after Babylonian captivity. So the time frames match. The time frames match. All right. According to the author, Babylon is the place where the first clergy began. All right. Now, these were worshipers of the deity Zoroaster. The religion, according to the author of these magic practicing priests, was also called Zoroasterism. Zoroasterism, all right? So that was the name of the religion. The priests were called magicians or magi. Hence, you get the three magi from the east. Now, let's take a look at the astronomical or the natural phenomena these three magi. All right. And in doing that, we're also going to take a look at the star in the east that they followed. All right. I'm pulling it up right now. So here we go, y'all. Here are our three kings. You will note that the three kings are the three magi. You have to read the book in order to get the details on why it's three kings and not three magi. All right. There are your three kings or your three magi. And here is the star in the east. Star in the east, this is Sirius. The star in the east is Sirius. The star in the east is Sirius that the three magi followed, that led them to, where did it lead them? It led them to the constellation that we just showed. Let me pull it up again. It led them to the constellation called the Stable of Bethlehem. All right, the Stable of Bethlehem. Let me show it again. The Stable of Bethlehem is again Capricorn, right, y'all? The Stable of Bethlehem is Capricorn. I'm trying to find it so I can show it. All right. Is that it? No. Hold on. I don't find it fast enough, y'all. Y'all have to go back and watch the video again. Okay, here we go. All right. This is the constellation that the star of the east, which is called Sirius, led the three magi to. All right. This is the Stable of Bethlehem. Capricorn, the goat, is the Stable of Bethlehem. All right. So now let's go back to our three kings or three magi constellation. Okay. Let's go back to that. Take one more look at it. Okay. So here we go. All right. So there we are. There you have it. Everybody see that? Clear as day, right? Clear as day. Okay, so now there's another one I want y'all to see. Give me 1 second. Let me try to pull it up. Make sure you like and share the video. Subscribe if you have not already subscribed to. You see, we got good content. Content that you don't find in other places. Everybody should be able to see that, right? Nobody else is sharing this kind of content with you all. Be they afraid or whatever. Now, this is an even better image, isn't it? This is an even better image. Here we go. So here are our three magi, three kings, okay? Notice the image. They have one of these guys with the crown. There's supposed to be three kings, right? Why don't they all have on a crown? I can guarantee you it's to confuse. Most people would not even notice that, right? But subconsciously it will confuse you, okay? So three kings or three magi, all right? Three magic practicing priests. Three magic practicing priests who worship the deity Zoroaster, who are involved in black arts, who are involved in casting spells, charms, incantations, and whose goal, and they practice rituals to achieve the goal of gaining omnipotence over you and their followers. All right, we discussed that in Astrotheology debriefing number 8. All right. Okay, so you'll note that the three kings are Orion's belt. Again, the Cyrus right here, the star Cyrus is a star in the east. So these are the signs of the birth of Christ, right? All right, that's happening in the winter solstice, December 21st, December 22nd. Now, we discussed the Southern Cross or the Southern Cruce. This, according to this illustration, is also visible on December 22nd, 23rd, and 24th. In yesterday's presentation, I said it was visible in January. Okay, in January. This right here is Christ crucified. This is Christ crucified. All right. If you are in the southern hemisphere, let's say South America, in Peru, Chile, Brazil, any of those places, this is what you would see when you look up into the sky. You would see this cross or this cruce. Okay, this is Christ crucified. All right. I don't know about these dates. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. I don't know. But you all can check that for yourself. All right. So let me go back. Okay. So now let's continue, y'all. Let's continue. All right. So keep in mind, Jeremiah chapter 8, verse 8, and that Babylon is the first people group, first nation on earth documented to have a documented history of a clergy. These clergy were organized into secret societies and universities, same as today, right? Secret societies and universities. Now, some of these priests or professors, they went bad, they went renegade, all right? And these are the ones who went out creating these religions, according to the author, all right? So that's what we're dealing with here, all right? That's what we're dealing with here. So you'll get that information on page 40 and 41 if you want to know more about that. Now, let's deal with some etymology. Zoroaster. What is Zoroaster? What is its root? Well, it's a compound. It's a compound word, Zor and Aster. Okay, so this is the science of words, y'all. This is the science of words, word morphology, etymology. Sur. Now, you get this information on page 41. Sur, Zor, Sir. These are the name of capital G-O-D in Hebrew. Now, there's a footnote, so let's go down here and read the footnote. All right, it says Zur, Zor, Sir. Now, in Hebrew, this is what those mean: a rock. Whence Petra, Peter, Jupiter, Jupitor, Patar, and Pater, a father. The source of that is Bryant's analysis. Now let's go back to the information dealing with the etymological meaning of this word and its construction or morphology. Thus, in Zoroaster, Zor-Aster, okay, you'll find these words coming or deriving from them: Easter, East, Aster, astronomy. And guess what, y'all? I've seen some information saying that astronomy means mathematics. or mathematics means astronomy. Nothing to do with religion or spirituality or devils and demons. Completely natural phenomena, and mathematics, which they say is what? The language of everything. All right? So forget about the religion. Other words that derive from Zoroaster: master, magistrate, and in Latin, magister. Now, why is master important? Master is important to us because JC, the Christ figure in the Gospels, is referred to as master. Master, magic practicing priest. He himself also then would have been a what? A Magi, and the Zoroaster, the deity. All right, everybody see that? Again, master is one of the titles of the Christ figure. Now, the author continues to tell us, if you read further, that JC, the Christ figure, is none other than the pagan deity Mithra. So, JC, the Christ figure, is Zoroaster, also Mithra, and then also who? The deity Appolo. Also the deity Appolo. So yesterday we talked about Christ being born. The initial date of JC, the Christ figure's birth, was January 6th, which is the Epiphany or the manifestation. The manifestation of the Christ figure, right? Now remember, all of the deities we just mentioned, they are representing the S-U-N sun, the S-U-N sun. Okay, so let me show it. As a matter of fact, you can see the sun right there. Take a look at the image. The S-U-N sun, that is JC, the Christ figure, that is Mithra, that is Appolo, that is all of the deities expressed just using different names. Everybody see that? Here's the point. The Epiphany means the manifestation, right? Or the appearance of light, the light from the sun. The manifestation of the sun is what? Is light, okay? The manifestation of the sun is light. Now, Mithra was born on December 25th. The deity Mithra was born on December 25th. Hence, this is why they shifted or changed the Christ figure's birth from the Epiphany, which is January 6th, to December 25th. Okay, so when they changed the Christ figure's birthday from December 25th, from January 6th to December 25th, now we're dealing with what? We're dealing with Capricorn, the constellation of the stable of Bethlehem, right? Capricorn, the constellation of the stable of the Bethlehem, and let's go ahead and show the next one. Yes, you got it. If you were thinking Virgo, you got it. So, but Virgo where? Virgo where? And how does it relate to our story here, this astrology, this astrotheology? How does it relate? Here's how it relates. So here is Virgo, the Virgin Mary, the mother of JC, the Christ figure. Virgin Mary, Virgo, the fair lady, the fairy tale. All right, take a look at this dotted line right here where the cursor is. You'll look at the cursor. This dotted line, this is the celestial equator, or what? We can say this is the horizon, right? This is the horizon, the celestial equator. This is the ecliptic, this slanted line here, the horizontal line. This is the celestial equator or the horizon. All right. Now you see on December 21st, on December 24th, 25th, okay, more specifically or precisely at 12 midnight, December 24th, which is December 25th, you will see Virgo rising above the celestial horizon. Everybody see that? And for this reason, y'all, Virgo is said to be responsible for the birth of Christ, or as they say, responsible for JC the Christ figure's nativity. Y'all see it? Y'all see it? Christ was born in the stable of Bethlehem. Christ was born in the stable of Bethlehem to the Virgin Mary, his mother. Virgo, rising above the horizon, is responsible for the Christ figure's nativity. Everybody see the astronomical phenomena here associated with that story? All right, so there's another picture of that I want y'all to see. Okay, it might be more clear. I don't know, but let's see. Let's see if it's more easy for you all to understand when we show the other picture. Okay, 1 second, I'm pulling it up, y'all. Here it is. Yeah, this is it. I think that's it. All right, so here's the horizon. Everybody see the cursor? This is the horizon, and this is Virgo rising above the horizon on December 25th. All right, on December 25th, Virgo arising above the celestial horizon. In this case, it's the Earth's horizon. Everybody see that? So therefore, Virgo is responsible for the nativity of JC the Christ figure. And JC the Christ figure was born in the stable of Bethlehem, which is Capricorn. So let's go ahead and show Capricorn for the last time, and we'll be done with Capricorn. All right. So give me a second. Let me pull this up, y'all. Make sure y'all can see it. Give me one moment. There we are. JC born in the stable of Capricorn. All right. So I hope y'all are learning from this. By the way, if you haven't already subscribed to 101 Ancient Ibaryath, I want to invite you all to subscribe to our streaming 101 Ancient Ibaryath course, okay? It helps us pay the bills, y'all. It helps us pay the bills. More importantly than that, it helps you return to the Most High, because you are responsible for your own education. We make the education available to you. We're giving you the Ancient Ibaryath, all right? We're giving it to you almost free, $10 a month, cancel anytime, no contract, all right? We give you all of the information, the historical information. This is an introductory level course. However, it is deep and comprehensive. I teach it myself. I think you'll like the way I teach it. I try to do it as enthusiastically as I can and as fast as I can. I don't go too fast where you don't understand. I've been doing this for a long time, y'all, and I know how to teach it. All right. So if you like the way I teach, if you like the sound of my voice, if you're interested in Ancient Ibaryath, if you want to return to the Most High, if you're tired of being used and abused by your religious leaders, if you're tired of the drama that you got to go through dealing with your Hebrew Israelite organizations and camps, if you're tired of all of that stuff, and you want peace of mind, and you want the material, extreme wealth, comfort, and luxurious lifestyle that the Most High has promised you and your family and your loved ones in Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 1 through 14. If you are tired of searching for emotional things and relationships, and these things never pan out, and you've come to realize that they never have and they never will, if you're tired of that and you want to return to your heritage, and you're not ashamed or embarrassed to want to live a very comfortable, luxurious lifestyle, if that's where you're at, One, come to Zion Law School, but more importantly than that, start learning Ancient Ibaryath so that you can get into these records and understand them yourself and not be dominated by religious leaders and their doctrines that never were meant to help you, but only meant to help them by keeping you confused, ignorant, dumb, afraid, and everything else that you are experiencing right now if you're involved in a camp. All the drama, the disrespect, the ignorance. Okay, all right. So, return to the Most High. We make this easily available to you. Part 1, we give you historical background. Part 2, we give you everything pictographs. And not only that, we give you Ibaryath word studies, all right? You'll learn how to interpret each pictograph and pull out of them information that's not included in the dictionary definition of these words. All right, this is going to help you understand your verses and your chapters at a deeper and higher level. All of the skills you learn in this course are transferable. You will find that your reading comprehension increases dramatically if you apply yourself. You'll find that you are using this technique or these techniques that you're going to be introduced to in all areas of your life. It's going to transform you. Part 3 has to do with grammar, and all of that good stuff. Made fun. Not boring, not dry, but made fun. Now, this is not our Cash App. The Cash App is $DrYasapa, $DrYasapa. Not this Cash App. Don't use Zion Law School. All right. And our PayPal is paypal.me/Zion Law School. All right. So go here, subscribe now. All right. If you haven't done so, subscribe now. All right. Let's get back to our discussion. Where were we? Okay. So we're dealing with Mithra. Right. So Mithra, again, was born on December 25th. And I think I said well enough everything that there is to say about that topic. How long have we been going? Okay, so we're 40 minutes in. So this is going to be a short presentation. We're 40 minutes in. All right. So remember, y'all, you are responsible for your own education. If you're getting taken advantage of in your organization, if you're being mistreated, if you have doubts and you continue to stay, if you refuse to educate yourself in your own language, Ancient Ibaryath, if you refuse to return to the Most High, remember, there are only two options. There are blessings and there are curses. And the severe punishment for worshiping other powers are listed very clearly in Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15 through 68. So you will continue to get whipped, stripped, abandoned, abused, used, and everything else that you're experiencing, including bad health, fear, access to only dirty water, dirty food, unhealthy food. See, all of these punishments will continue to fall on you and chase you and overcome you until you hit Skid Row. Hopefully you don't have to hit Skid Row, until you return to the Most High and you begin to follow his instructions, and his instructions at essence are natural law. So you don't have a whole bunch of thinking about what to do. You have two options made clear in the contract. You can receive the blessings or you can receive the curses. It is completely up to you. You are your own creative power. Psalms 82:6. And you are God's sons of the Most High, right? Even the Christ figure said to you, if you follow the New Testament, the Christ figure told you that you are quote unquote gods. You create your own reality based upon the decisions that you make, what you think about, and how you feel most of the time. So if you continue to refuse to return to the Most High, you will continue to get beaten down. Hopefully, you'll return before you experience an early expiration date, right? And that's what's happening with our people, right? They're experiencing early expiration dates either due to poor health, accidents, or public policy enforcers, highwaymen, right? Everybody knows what I'm saying is true. Okay, so in this presentation, we took a look at the signs in the heavens of Christ's birth. Now you know what they are. You are no longer ignorant to the matters associated with Christ's birth. I have shown you. You've seen it with your own eyes. You saw it with your own eyes, not only the physical phenomena, the natural phenomena, the constellations and the stars themselves. Well, let me show it. You've not only seen it with your own eyes, but what? We've gone into the etymology of the words, not just the etymology of the words. Okay, we didn't stop there. We didn't stop with just showing you the etymology of the words. We gave you the morphology of the words, how the words are constructed and their meaning. Okay? We gave you, there's one more thing in other presentations. We always give you the historical information, right? We give you the historical information. Okay, so there's nothing that you have not seen right now. All right? How long have you been going to your church? How long have you been attending your camp or assembly? Have they ever shown you this information? Have they ever given you the science of it like you just received? I'm Dr. Yasapa from Zion Law School. Like you just received right now, let alone the 81 or 82 live stream presentations where we did the entire reading of the foremost book on the topic of astrotheology called The Devil's Pulpit by the Reverend Robert Taylor. And these 9 live stream debriefings where we're discussing it. By the way, we have a call-in number. As a matter of fact, if y'all want to call in, I would really like that. Let me show the call-in number. The call-in number is scrolling at the bottom of the page. It's 530-554-9419. 530-554-9419. So give me a call. Let me know if your church or your camp has taught you this information. If you've ever experienced or if you've ever learned about this or heard about this information. So tell me your relationship to this information. So give me a call in, or you can just talk about what we've been talking about today. Give me a call. Let me know. The phone line is open. So do y'all have the courage to call in? Do y'all have the courage to call in? Huh? Let me know. This is an easy topic to discuss. All right. So here again, this is Orion's belt. These are the 3 kings, the 3 magi. Here are your 3 magi. The 3 magi are Orion's belt. The 3 kings that I mentioned before, only one king has on a crown. So how are you going to know these are 3 kings? Right? Why did they do this? Because they're not kings, they're magi. Kings is part of the story to confuse you. Okay? And this, most people will not notice that one of them has on a crown and 3 of them don't. But at the subconscious level, it's confusing. All right? It's subliminal. It is subliminal. Okay? Don't think that they wouldn't try to trick you because they've been tricking you from day one. So again, here are the 3 magi, the 3 kings. This is Orion's belt. The star right here, this is the star Sirius, which is the star in the east. This is the star in the east. So the 3 magi, the 3 kings followed the star in the east to the stable of Bethlehem, which is the constellation, the stable of Capricorn, the goat. On the celestial horizon, you will remember on December 25th, you will see Virgo, the Virgin Mary, JC, the Christ figure mother, rising up above the celestial horizon on December 25th. All right. Now, in yesterday's lesson, I'm getting things confused. In yesterday's live stream, also in our Saturday 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time live online class, which all of you are welcome to come to for free, right? We discussed the Southern Cross or the Southern Cross or Cross constellation that is seen in the Southern Hemisphere. Especially, I know you can see it in the Southern Hemisphere of the Americas. You look up into the sky in January and you'll see this cross. Okay, it's called the Southern Cross or the Southern Cross. This is Christ crucified. Everybody see the story? This is Christ crucified. All right. Now, this illustration is saying December 22nd, 23rd, and 24th. I don't know about these days. They might be right. I don't know. But I do know for sure that the cross constellation is visible in January. All right. Christ crucified. Christ crucified. This has a relationship to or has to do with that verse that says what? And they sought to change times and seasons. And they sought to change times and seasons, right? So now, if the Christ figure never lived, if the author's claim is true, the Christ figure never lived, then that means you'd have to subtract 2,021 years or so from time, right? Why? Because they're saying that when the Christ figure was born, it went from BC all of a sudden to 0, right? Not 0, rather, to 1 AD. Okay, 1 AD. 0 is not a number, right? 0 is a concept of nothing. Okay, so 1 AD. 1 AD. So you got to subtract 2021 to 2027 years from time. They sought to change times and seasons. Anyway, that's a whole other story, but I hope you find it interesting. Like and share the video, y'all. I'm putting the work in, so y'all give me my just. Give me my flowers while I'm here. Like and share the video. Subscribe. All right? Subscribe. So now, remember, the big deal in context of what we're talking about is that Christ's original birthday was January 6th. It was changed to December 25th, right? And 2021 to 2027 years were added to time. If the Christ figure actually never lived, they sought to change times and seasons, etc., etc., etc. All right? Everybody see that? You make the correlation. You do with it what you want to do with it. I gave you the information. The rest is on you. Now, I asked y'all to call in. Phone hasn't rang. What's up with that? What y'all scared of? I ain't gonna bite you. You call in to express yourself. Call in to help other people, right? Call in to help other people. I'm not going to challenge you. Not at all. Not at all. I'm on your side. I want you to look good. I want you to say, what's on your mind, express yourself, because that's going to help people in their return to the Most High. That's what's important, y'all. Returning to the Most High is what's important. I'm sure everybody knows that. All right. So y'all make sure y'all start working on getting your courage up. Start working on getting your courage up. All right. So that when we do these call-ins, we can have a call-in. All right. We can have a call-in instead of y'all listening to me talk. Okay. Or if y'all want to compromise, I can do a short presentation, but then y'all call in and talk about it. All right. So you still got time to call in and talk about it. Call me, tell me what this information means to you in your life. Somebody call in right now and break the ice, because I'm not going to present anymore, because if I present more on this, then I have to keep going. Okay. I would have to keep going, and I don't want to do that. Right now we got, well, actually, you know what? Well, I can say this. So this, you'll see Serapis. The author brings up Serapis. Everybody, I think, most people know that Serapis, according to many historians, is also the Christ figure, JC. Now, I think Pastor, what's the brother's name? Oh, Pastor Richardson Kelly. He has a video out, if I remember correctly. Y'all go, his channel is We Woke, or We Woke Now. I remember seeing a video that he did, if I remember correctly, where he's showing evidence that JC, the Christ figure, is not Serapis. Okay, so if y'all want an alternative point of view, y'all go to his YouTube channel, subscribe, right? Don't watch his content for free and then not subscribe. All right, that's the least you can do. And y'all watch that video if you want an opposing point of view. Okay, this author is saying, and many others, that Serapis is in fact JC, the Christ figure is Mithra. All right, but Pastor Richardson Kelly presents evidence that he is not, if my memory serves me correctly. But if you're interested in that, go to his YouTube channel and check that out. All right, the author also goes in and says, he goes into the radicals. We're dealing with Zoroaster, right? So the radicals, these would be the roots or the bases, right? Or in other words, when we say roots and bases, what are we talking about? We're talking about the earliest form, the most ancient form of words. Remember, they're either one syllable, two syllable, three syllables, right? And then you can combine pictographs and you can make roots or base, all of that stuff. This is what we're talking about. So Zor-Ab is. The radical Zor-Ab is. This is page 44. Okay, the Son, the Father, the Fire, ratified by the high evidence of the virtuous Emperor Marcus Aurelius, that the bishops of Serapis were known and recognized under the titles of the bishops of Christ. So there is your historical evidence. Okay, historical evidence coming from Emperor Marcus Aurelius. He wrote, the bishops of Serapis were known as the bishops of Christ. Everybody see that? Now, who is Christ? Remember, Christ astronomically is the sun in July when it reaches its highest point, which is called the zenith. The sun, sun, is the Christ at zenith, its highest point in the sky. All right, so y'all see how all of these different deities are only representing the SU in sun. So if you remember that, it'll make it easier for you to understand. Okay, so all of these different cultures, they gave the deity their own name. And a lot of times these names may have a relationship, right? Because they're coming from quite often the same radical. Okay, for example, the author used yes, Y-E-S. Okay, J-E-S, right? And then yes, or a form of yes, you'll see it throughout almost all languages. Or you'll see it in a word that's talking about what? Agreement, consent, et cetera, et cetera. I don't remember everything, but y'all can go back and read the details of that, all right? So give me a second. I need to catch my breath, y'all. I need to catch my breath. So call-in number is 530-554-9419, okay? So if you like the work that I'm doing, there's my Cash App, $, DrYasapa, $DrYasapa, and then the PayPal is PayPal. What is it? PayPal.me. Oh, hold on. PayPal.me. Why it's not showing? Hold on. Give me 1 second. PayPal.me / Zion Law School. Let me show it. All right, let me try to pull this up. PayPal.me / Zion Law School. All right. So let me see. All right. So let's continue, y'all. All right. So again, just to that point, the bishops of Serapis, according to Emperor Marcus Aurelius, are the bishops of Christ. Okay, give me 1 second, y'all. Shalawama, Shalawama, state your name and where you're calling from.
This is Isaiah.
Shalawama, Isaiah. Shalawama.
Currently, I'm in California.
Apparently.
Currently, I'm in California.
All right. All right. Hey, well, thanks for calling in and breaking the ice. Huh? Thanks for calling in and breaking the ice. You know you're we're live streaming right now.
Yeah, I sat here for a few minutes and wondered if I should call in. I was like, no, I'm not going to call in. And finally, my finger hit the button and said call. So I called in. And I just want to make an observation because I was listening. And when you were saying that the Christ figure is the sun, immediately the scripture came to my remembrance in the so-called New Testament, specifically in the book of Revelation, where this Christ figure is referred to as a bright morning star.
Mm-hmm.
And I immediately thought, well, you know, he's called the bright morning star. That's letting you know right there that they're referring to them as the sun, the S-U-N.
Okay. Sun. All right. Yeah. Okay. So you're saying because the sun, you're saying because the sun is a star and it's rising. You're saying because the sun is a star and it's rising in the morning.
Exactly.
Okay.
And in the Old Testament, the so-called Old Testament, in Genesis, I think it's Genesis 1, it's stated that lights were created. One greater light, one lesser light. Greater light was designated to govern the day, and the lesser light to govern the night. Okay. And I believe that the greater light and the lesser light are the sun and the moon.
Oh,
And the sun
wow.
governs
Okay.
the day.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
That's all I wanted to say.
Okay. Well, I appreciate you calling in and breaking the ice. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever come across this
Yes.
information before you heard it here with Zion Law School?
Not astrotheology, no.
Mm-hmm.
Never.
Okay.
I don't know much of anything on astrotheology because, like, when I was growing up, when I was in church religion, we were always warned to stay away from, at the time, the astronomy, specifically the zodiac, the signs and stuff.
Uh-huh.
So I never really delved into it. I stayed away from it out of fear,
Okay.
thinking it was devil worship. So.
Uh-huh. Yeah, and you see, this whole time I've been doing this, I think we're three months or 3.5 months into doing these astrotheology presentations, live streams. It's all been based upon sciences, language science, right, etc., history, all of these type of things. It hasn't been any type of spiritistic, spooky stuff, to it, because once you start to learn this stuff, you start to see that the whole Christian thing is a sham.
Right, exactly. Once you started doing this astrotheology, the live stream, man, it just made the gospel just very understandable.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I see where they get that from. I appreciate you for doing it.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I really, really appreciate being acknowledged and appreciated. That means a lot to me, because this takes a lot of energy, effort, and commitment, man, to do this stuff.
It does.
And I'm sure I'm not making myself. I'm sure. Huh?
I said you've been faithful these past 3 or 4 months.
Yeah. Hey, man, I'm sure I'm not making it myself. I'm sure I'm not making friends with the churches and the Hebrew Israelites, right? Because I don't know if people watch these videos, but
you taking bread on their table.
So, but you know what, man? The important thing is that we learn, and when you call in and when others call in, expressing yourself and basically working with this information, it makes it so that you not only remember it, but that you understand it at a much deeper level than if you weren't talking about it, or if you were, let's say, talking to somebody who was argumentative or combative. So I want to commend you. I want to commend you, and thanks, man, for breaking the ice. Hopefully we can get to the point where we're getting 4, 5, 6, 7 callers each live stream.
Right. And also that in January, and I heard you touch on it like maybe 2 live streams ago about Constantine.
Yeah.
I remember it said that reason why Christianity or Christianity was started or something like that is because Constantine saw a cross in the sun, and so he made that be Christianity, the religion of Rome or Greek Rome.
You know what? If that's the case, he was in the southern hemisphere. Whoever said that would have had to been in the southern hemisphere if he looked up in the sky and saw a cross. Now, they may have said he had a dream. I don't know the story.
Yeah. I think that's the story. He had a dream. Well, how they lie.
Yeah. No, he was probably in the southern hemisphere, or whoever created that story was in the southern hemisphere, and they knew about that southern cross.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's a good observation, man. You in class, you come up with some brilliant stuff. So.
Answers to questions that I had all these years. I discovered the answers through learning in your class and this live things that are mentioned. Are answers to questions that I had that I just couldn't get no answer for.
Okay.
So, just trying to make correlations.
Yeah. Well, keep it up, man. You're doing excellent. You're really doing excellent, man. You're really doing excellent.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, and I appreciate you again. I can't say it enough. I appreciate you helping me out, calling in and breaking the ice, man. I really appreciate that. Appreciate the support, John.
All right, no problem.
All right, talk to you soon.
All right.
Shalom.
Let somebody else call in.
All right, Shalom.
Shalom.
All right, so that was Isaiah. He's one of the Zion Law School scholars. Y'all like that brother. You like his perspective. If you resonate with them, y'all can hear more from him on Saturday, our 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time class. He's always there, always on time. And he's always giving brilliant comments and feedback. All right. So if y'all want to catch up with that brother, you can catch up with him on Saturday, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Isaiah, I don't know if you have a social media page, YouTube or Facebook, but if you want to, put it in the comment section, and I'll put it on the screen. Okay, if you have those, all right, I'll put it on the screen for you if you want people to reach out to you. Okay, so let's see. So let's go back to it. We were dealing with the roots, all right? Okay, so also the author is mentioning on page 44, y'all, the relationship between the Hindu deity Krishna. Now, y'all know I'm in India. So I hear a lot about Krishna being here in India. Now in India, they literally have hundreds of deities. This woman I met while I was buying sugarcane juice, she invited me to go worship a deity. I don't remember the name, but it was a monkey deity. She invited me to go worship a monkey deity, to go to the deity's location, the shrine. You can see the statue of the deity and pray to the deity, who is a monkey. Okay, they have hundreds of deities. White, I think one is purple. They got a purple one, but all of these different deities, y'all. Okay, so Christianity, the Christ figure, a lot of that has to do, or was taken from, plagiarized, lifted from Hinduism, Krishna. All right. Now here's a quote from the great astronomer, okay, of Arabia. His name is Albozer or Albumazar. Let's continue. As the name which, following the most ancient traditions of the Persians would be Iranians, right? The Persians, the Chaldeans, which are the Babylonians, the Egyptians, which is the Kemites, of Hermes, I believe that's Greeks, and of Aesculapius, have been given to the child, that would be JC, right? Which in most ancient projection which in the most ancient projection of the signs of the zodiac was represented as the son of the Virgin of the month of August. That would be Virgo, right? Quote, that child says, or that child, which is JC, the Christ figure, says the great astronomer Albumazar, quote, here's a quote, which some nations call the deity whose name is Jesus, which some nations call JC, the Christ figure, but which in Greek is called Christus. Christus. Now we're dealing with that Latin suffix US, right? That Latin suffix US, y'all will remember the Latin termination US being written in Greek. Why is the Latin termination US there in Greek? Remember we had that discussion. I think that was Astrotheology number 6 or 7 debriefing, but y'all can go back and check that yourselves. The footnote reads, as old then as the first grouping together of the stars into imaginary figures. Now, what are these imaginary figures? These are the zodiac. These are the zodiac signs. According to the author, the zodiac signs, Aries, Leo the lion, Libra, Virgo, all of them are made up. They're all imaginary stuff, as much as the Gospels are, according to the author, okay? It's all imaginary. Again, as old then as the first grouping together of the stars into imaginary figures, whereby alone their relative positions with respect to each other could be described. All right. So now what's the advantage of doing that? When you group these stars together, what's the advantage of doing that? Well, the advantage is now you can create what? You can create time, right? Now you have something that allows you to create time, or what? Measure time. Here's the illustration. Now you're able to measure time. Time, seasons, right? Everybody see how that's working? Now let's continue. And as old as the necessary acting of the human mind, whereby it would attach imaginary histories, he's talking about the Gospels, to those imaginary figures, that would be the zodiac signs, the constellations, that is as old as when the first race of men looked up upon the vaulty bosom of the night. In other words, when the most ancient of men looked up into the sky and they saw all of these stars, looks like somebody had a hand of glitter, let's say a bag of glitter, and they just threw it up in the air and you see all of this glitter. That's how it would look when there's no smoke, no pollution, just a glittery sky, starry sky. All right, so now let's continue. That is as old as when the first race of men looked up upon the vaulty bosom of the night and said, quote, see there, end quote. As what else could they say, right? Quote, behold, I see the angels would be the stars. I see the angels of capital God ascending and descending upon the Son of Man, end quote. Y'all understand that, right? So old is the gospel of our Lord and Savior, JC, the Christ figure. Okay. The dream of the occurrence of any one of its events or of the evidence of any one of its personages on earth is only one among millions of melancholy proofs of what an idiot man is capable of becoming once he renounces his reason. How does he renounce it? He accepts religion. That's how he accepts religion. Okay? Anyway, so let's stop right there, y'all. If y'all want to call in, feel free to do so. We got more on this topic, but actually just hold on. Let me see. Maybe I can finish this. No, I'm gonna leave it right here, y'all. Tomorrow will be a very short presentation. Okay, tomorrow will be a very, very short presentation. I'm looking here. Some of these constellations I might want to show. We'll see. We'll see what happens. All right. I need to think about it. Anyway, I covered more than what I wanted to cover. And we are an hour and 20 minutes into the live stream. So let's wrap it up. So in closing, I want to remind you that we are promoting 911 Ancient Ibaryath Rescue, right? So if you have not already ordered it, go to Amazon.com. You can see it's on sale right now, $29.99. Go to Amazon.com and you can get your copy today. This is the ABCs of Ancient Ibaryath, right? That's your A, B, C, D, E, F, G, along with the symbologies, the meanings. You get space to practice writing the pictographs, all of this stuff you get, all right? This is a must-have for you and all of your children. Everybody should have their own copy. All right, this is the only book that we publish that we want you to buy online on Amazon. All our other books, buy them on zionlawschool.org. You can click on the products tab in the menu and buy them, okay? So thanks for supporting this. And also, finally, I want to say thank you to everyone who is subscribed already to our 101 Ancient Ibaryath course, the streaming course. You can do this at home or at work, y'all. All right, so go out and get it. This is the course. It's here for you. It's almost free. No contract, cancel anytime. Only $10 per month, all right? And you're going to learn Ancient Ibaryath, all right? Finally, come to our live online class at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Everybody is invited. You get 2 classes for free. After that, there's tuition, okay? So you can come and you can learn for free. You're going to learn a tremendous amount. There's no obligation. You don't have to buy anything, okay? You don't have to buy anything. And if you like the information, you like what you're learning, if you like my teaching style, if you like your co-scholars and how they present and how they teach, then you're welcome to enroll, which involves tuition. All right, so that's it, y'all. I'm Dr. DrYasapa from Zion Law School. Thanks for sharing your evening with me. Islam to all of the Moors and Shalawama to the entire house of Yasharal.